Hi, hello. There's nobody here at the moment, so I shall wait here. Wait here while somebody arrives, yeah. I shall do my crochet while I wait. Won't sing. That might put you off. I'm awake at the moment. There's no saying I'll make it through till 12, but, we can but hope. It's been touch and go all afternoon whether I've gone to sleep or not. Oh, dear. We shall see who will be the first to say hello today. Otherwise, I can quite happily talk. Oh, hi. Hi, Morty. Morty. What shall I call you? More? T? Vicar? I hope you had a nice holiday. You went somewhere exotic where the sun shone. Oh, dear. I'm awake at the moment. I'm not saying I'll be awake at 12 o'clock, but for now I am awake. Torremolinos. I've never been there. Never been. There's a lot of places I've never been. I've never been to a lot of places in the UK, let alone abroad. Good evening, Linda. Morty Vicar is back from Torremolinos. No doubt having a great time. And I've lost my thread. Hi, Val. You're tired as well? Oh, well, you can nod off then. I won't notice, will I? If you nod off. You have to worry if I nod off. Oh, dear. Yeah, never mind. Well, for once, I'm with Sheila on this one. I bought this online. Majestic double knitting. It's chunky. She's mentioned on more than one video that she thinks Majestic has got the wrong labels on. This one definitely got the wrong label on it. It's definitely chunky. As I found out when I started doing this hexie. Was I dismayed? No, I just went up a hook size. It'll get done quicker, won't it? Yeah. You're a little gadabout. You're never in, are you? I've been to Ayr once. It was raining. And we had the most dreadful fish and chips. Well, we didn't have fish and chips. We had pie, which they threw in the fat. They threw in the chip fat in Ayr. So that went in the bin. So that was my trip to Ayr. We never went far, actually. We stayed by the harbour. Watched the boats and the ferries and things coming in. We never went to the shopping bit. But that chip shop was somewhere down near the harbour. It was dreadful. I won't say I can still taste it, but the thought of it makes me feel sick. Ugh. I've never known anywhere where they get a meat pie and throw it in the chip fat. It's horrible. Oh, dear. Well, the chips weren't even nice either. what a disappointing lunch that was. What a thing to remember about Ayr. It's probably a very nice place. We just chose the wrong chippy. The weather's been lovely today. I'm dreading when it changes, as I know it will. It wasn't battered, no. Oh, God, they were awful. They were awful. The chips were awful. And the pie was just dripping grease. I felt sick just looking at it. I don't know where the baby seagull is. It was squawking when I went to bed. But when I got up this morning, I can't find it anywhere. So I hope it hasn't got run over or attacked or anything. It was still wandering up and down the drive last night when I went to bed. I do hope it's flown away and it's not been got. I can't see any feathers, but then it could be in next door garden. That's where I saw it last. It was pottering around next door's garden the last time I saw it. It might have been hiding anywhere, I don't know. I've not heard it squeaking today. I didn't know what to do with it, you know. His mother was sat on top of the chimney squawking at it. But this little thing was quite happily walking up and down the drive looking for something to eat. But it obviously couldn't fly because it just kept running away when I went near it. I just hope it didn't get run. Well, I can't see any feathers anywhere, so I hope it didn't get run over or attacked or carried off. I just hope it found its wings and flew. It was a big thing, but it just couldn't fly. It was all like brown baby feathers, yeah. But it was as big as a proper seagull. Yeah, I was quite worried about it, but I didn't know what I could do. There's not much you can do with it. I can't get up on ladders and put it on top of the garage roof where its mum could find it, you know. Anyway, its mum might have started swooping at me and attacking me when I tried that. I mean, they say things like put them in a cardboard box, but I didn't have a cardboard box. And then if I'd have put it in a cardboard box, I couldn't get up on the roof to put it on the roof. Oh. And it was no good asking next door because he just blatantly ignored it. Obviously, he's not a seagull lover. I mean, I'm not, but I just don't like seeing little things lost. Well, I knew it would happen. Somebody's seen that pink cardigan that I've just sold. Wants an extra large one, and they live in Quebec. I don't think so. I've got to answer her. Sorry, mate. Not doing an extra large, because, you know, extra large means in America and Quebec, it means very large. And I don't have one to hand in the colours she wants, and I'm not posting anything to Quebec. So it will be a sorry, mate. No can do. I mean, I'm only using up the colours I've already got. It defeats the object. She probably saw the price and thought, hey, get one for that price. No, you can't. Not if it's extra large, you can't. Because I'd have to use about another 3 or 4 balls. I mean, the things I'm selling, I'm only selling really for the price of the wool. So I ain't taking any orders. There's always one, isn't there? Thinks she's solved her problems. I got a lovely message from somebody who bought that, that chunky one with a little flower button, saying it fits perfectly and it's absolutely gorgeous. Yay, go me. So now this is chunky, this is coming out a lot bigger. Never mind, I'll finish it. Yeah, I reached it out and I thought, this is never double knit. This is chunky. So I'm using it with some Ice Magic I had. I'm using it with that. Yeah, they can get quite vicious if you're anywhere near the young. That's why I left it alone. I mean, when I went out to see if it was all right, not as I could do anything, the mother was squawking at me on top of the thing, top of the chimney, squawking its head off at me. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything to you, baby. I just didn't want anybody to, vicious that come and kick it or something, because there's some nasty people about. I'd have been out there, me. Wouldn't have needed Mother Seagull. I'd have been out there. Hey, don't kick that seagull. I know they're a nuisance, but I still wouldn't hurt an animal. It might be Michael Flatley's child, though. The one who dances on. He hasn't been dancing on my roof for a bit, actually. Maybe it's been rearing a chick. Well, I thought my friend was coming today to jet wash me windows and door, but she didn't turn up. And I don't mind the people. When they say they're going to do something and they don't turn up, I don't mind them. If you're reliant on somebody's good nature, you just wait until they come, don't you? You don't say, where are they? Where are you? It's different if you're paying somebody, isn't it? But when you're reliant on a friend doing you a good turn, you have to just take it. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't, yeah. The more you harass people, the more they won't come. Well, I won't need 20 rows in this one, will I, Val? It's so chunky. This one definitely won't be for me. I'm so annoyed. I went to the post office. I waited and waited till it was nearly time for the post office to shut because somebody had to pay me for one thing. Goes to the post office, comes back. She blooming paid me when I came back. She'll have to wait now till Monday. So I've got to go to the post office again on Monday because of her. If she'd have paid me earlier on, I could have took it this morning. When I bid on anything on eBay, I pay right away. As soon as I've won it, I pay. This lady's waited about 3 days before she's paid me. I know maybe she was waiting for her money to come in or something, but it was only dead cheap. It was only a little top. It wasn't as if I was asking for the world. Ay, ay, ay. and hot. How many rows have I done? How many rows have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 I've done. Maybe if I do 20 rows, it'll finish up extra large. Who knows? I'll probably get fed up before then. Oh dear. My friend up the road's having an open day. I think it's tomorrow at her house. I'm making a hexy cardigan. But the wool I'm using's turned out to be chunky, even though it says it's double knitted. So it's going to be a bigger size. That's what I'm making, a hexy cardigan. 1 row white, 1 row multicolour. Ooh. Yeah, my friend up the road's having an open day. She sells all ornaments and fancy things. She's got a showroom in a garage. Yeah, I like colourful, you know me. I put a thing on my Facebook. This woman, she's like advanced stylist, and she's dead colourful. And she's put beige, how ghastly. And I thought that was so funny. That is just me. Just my sentiments entirely. Greys. Greys, beiges. It's a dirty language to me. Yeah, you probably gathered, I hate beige. I hate beige and I hate pale. I've got a couple of pale grey cardigans and that, but I only wear them with something colourful. But I hate grey. And I hate beige. Why is it elderly ladies who have no colour at all wear beige? You know, they're like beige head to foot, the face, the hair, everything. They don't even wear a bit of makeup to liven it up a bit. Somebody said to me, what's Fleetwood like? I went, beige. I know what you mean. Oh, you get on well with my friend Sarah. She only wears black. She came one day and she said, "You've not said anything." I said what, Sarah? She said, "You've not said anything." I said, "What?" She said, "I'm not wearing black." I went, "You're wearing charcoal grey." I said, "That's just the same." I was supposed to notice it wasn't black. I hadn't noticed. It was charcoal grey, which is very dark grey. But I was supposed to notice she wasn't wearing black. Oh, I love colourful clothes, yeah. I mean, this is black, but it's got splodges of bright yellow all over it. It's actually a proven fact, that, Sophia, that it affects your dopamine, it affects your brain. But if you wear, sorry, Morty Vicar, if you wear dark or miserable colours, it affects you the way you feel mentally. Brighter colours cheer you up. Sorry, Morty Vicar. I mean, I do have a lot of black, but I would wear it with something like that over the top of it. Oh God, yeah. When I go into anybody's living room and it's all beiges and greys, I feel absolutely depressed. I'm like, I want to chuck a red cushion in or something, you know, it's just. I mean, this kitchen was like a horrible grey colour when I moved in with brown tiles. Oh, I had to change it. I couldn't live in it. I mean, I'm in this kitchen more than I'm any other room, yeah. Oh no, I can't be doing with it. I'm sorry. Hi, Julian. Oh, I love bright colours. Yeah. Oh, don't, Val. I'm not going. No more wool. I was sorting out, taking wool out of the spare bedroom. I don't know why I call it that, the craft room, really. And taking it into the garage, and I couldn't fit it on the shelf. I'm like, because I got rid of a lot of the stuff that was in the garage, so everything fitted on the shelves. But then I brought the wool back from the craft room back into the garage, and I'm like that, trying to squash it in. So definitely no more wool for me. I'm trying to use up what I've already got. The only thing I would possibly buy is white or black, because, you know, I use those to use other colours up with. Ruth's gone to Berry Market today, so. Oh, you've got to go, right. Bye, Sophia. Ruth's gone to Berry Market today. I don't know whether she'll get to the wool stall, you know, Amora's favourite stall, yeah. I used to buy a lot of yarn there, if ever you're around there. They do a lot of branded yarns without the labels on, for about £1 a ball, yeah, 100 grams. They don't tell you who it is, but it's got Stylecraft written across the bag they're in. Oh, Ruth, yeah, I'm sure she'll get to the wool stall. She said she was going to the meat, you know, to get some nice meat and stuff. I miss Berry Market, honestly, I really do. The best market in the whole of the UK. You know, the fish market and the meat market and all the fresh veg. And then, of course, we've got the. You didn't buy any wool, Gillian? Oof. Why not? How could you go? I mean, I must admit, I didn't when I went. But my niece had taken me, and I'd only gone to buy. Oh, the seagulls at it again. I hope the baby's still not there. I didn't. I only went to get provisions. I went to get a load of meat and fish and everything. Yeah, it was for my 80th birthday. She says, "Where do you want me to take you to for a treat? Do you want to go out for a nice meal? Do you want to go to Blackpool? Do you want to go to Manchester?" I went, "No, I want to go to Berry Market." She went, "Oh, you're joking, aren't you?" I went, "Nope, I want to go to Berry Market. I've got my money." Yeah, I've got more than enough, Julian. I'm trying to use up what I've got. I'm working my way through my garage. Oh dear. Oh, you should have seen, you'd have had a laugh today. I wheeled the mannequin and I managed to get her outside when I was taking some photos. Then I thought, I'll put her in the garage. So I'm trying to manoeuvre her over the step. Blooming head, she's too tall. She wouldn't go through the door. I told you she's over 6 foot. Couldn't get her head through the door. So I had to take her apart at the waist, like take a part of her in and then take the bottom half of her in. I couldn't take her in. Yeah, the Secret Warehouse is actually opening a shop. I think I put it on the Facebook page. It's somewhere, it's up north somewhere, if you can't get down to Leicester. There's wool fairs on nearly everywhere, isn't there? I'm hoping to get to a good one. And I mean a good one. I mean, I know I went to Blackpool, but I'm sorry, Blackpool, but it wasn't a good one. You know, I'm used to the proper ones, you know, with hundreds of stalls and variety of things. It's just I can't get there anymore now. So I'd gone to Blackpool, high hopes and that, but it was a bit pathetic, really. You know, when you see the big ones, you know, that Amora gets to, when you see them and you think, we got whizzed. And it was the same price to get in as it is to go to the big ones, yeah. I mean, I'm used to Yarndale and Woolfest and things like that, yeah. Where it takes you hours to go around each stall, you know. I think I went round Blackpool in about half an hour. I do hope they liven it up if they're doing it again this year. I'm just not into wool because I can't wear it. But it's also too expensive, so I just want more variety of stalls, you know, something a bit different. Not all hand-dyed yarn. We're not all into that. But that's me having a whinge. You know, you pay 10 quid for a ticket for the weekend and all you get is hand-dyed yarn. Maybe that's what people want, I don't know. Maybe I'm the odd one out. Yeah, it's a good job I can't get to Leicester, isn't it, Linda? Otherwise I would be buying, well, I might be tempted into buying cheap wool, yeah. Hi, Helen. It's been gorgeous again today. It's going to break, I know it is, and I'm going to be so miserable when it does. It's been beautiful. I didn't have any washing to do today, though. I did it all yesterday. I've just got a few bits. Yeah, it says mostly sunny today. No heavy rain here. For once. I don't mind living here when it's sunny. I just hate it when it rains, which it does an awful lot. I think we had rain every day from Christmas up to about a couple of months ago. It rained every single day. And I don't mean little rain, I mean big rain. I was so miserable, I nearly turned into a duck. I know I've got a scooter with a top on, but my other friends, one's got a push bike and the other one's got a scooter without a top. So whenever it's heavy rain, we can't go anywhere, yeah. You've got rain as well, have you? Yeah. I've got a thing today come saying I'm making a hexagon in what I thought was double knit, like it says on the label, but it's turned out to be chunky. It does, it needs somebody with more variety. Books. magazines, like you say, buttons that aren't handmade buttons at £10 for a blinking card with 3 buttons on. You know, it's going to be a hexagon cardigan. If you've not made them, that's what it's going to be when it gets a bit bigger. Hexagon. Yep. Oh, I've made hundreds, well, not hundreds, but I've made loads of them. I was making these hexagons long before they ever became popular. I was making them back in maybe 7, 8 years ago, before everybody suddenly discovered a hexagon. I was making them way back when. They didn't call them a hexagon, they called them something else. No, it's a coloured ball. I'm using up some ice yarn I've had in the garage. But the white was supposed to be double knit, as it says on the label, but it's not, it's chunky. So I'm adapting, I'm doing a bigger hook. So it'll be a lot chunkier than what I usually make. But still, somebody might like it. Hopefully. Hopefully somebody likes it. Well, they're dead easy to do. You just alternate every row. I mean, you just thread it up the sides, so you've got like that, which doesn't look bad, does it? You know, where you join them on. So I make that into the sleeve. Yeah, you just do every other row. I've got one white with colours in. Everybody loves it when I wear it. I've done a black one as well. So I've not really worn the black one. I turned the black one into a cardigan. You know, with the buttons down the front, so maybe that's why I haven't worn it. Maybe it's too hot. But I've worn the white one a lot. But this will be a lot thicker, a lot bigger and thicker. But like I say, somebody might like it. Hopefully. She said, hopefully, fingers crossed, somebody might like it. I knew it would happen, Linda. Somebody in Quebec wants me to know if I've made one in extra large in certain colours, and I'm like, no. And I can't make one extra large, and I'm using up the colours I've got, so I'm not buying colours, and also I don't post to Quebec, so it'll be a no. Sorry, but no. She's probably seen the price and thinks she's solved her problems. I did sell the pink one. That one went first day. Put it up for sale and it went the first day. That's what I like. I've got to pay my money back somehow, haven't I, for my funeral? Everything I get from selling everything, I keep putting it into that account so I can build it back up again. Can't afford to die yet. I've spent my funeral money. It literally went down the drain. Oh, I can laugh about it now. It wasn't funny at the time. Oh. Gosh, it's very close. Yeah, I don't want to open the door. I almost left it open. Went to bed the other night. I just remembered at the last minute I'd left the back door wide open. I mean, the gate's locked, but even so, I don't want to go to bed with the door open. I think it's, hopefully, its mum's found it. I can't see it today, so I don't know. Yeah, you had a pale one on, didn't you? Very pale it was, I remember thinking. Very pastel. And I had a bright coloured one on, as per usual. Yeah, the baby bird, I'm hoping its mummy's come and got it, because I can't see it. It was still twittering about when I went to bed last night. But when I got up this morning, the first thing I did was have a look for it, and it wasn't there. So I'm hoping nothing got it. I'd like to think its mum come and got it. It couldn't fly, so I don't know where it went. Yeah, I don't know where to go to my friend's open day tomorrow. But then I might finish up buying an ornament I don't want. So maybe I'd better not. Actually, I might have missed it. It might have been today, so I'm safe. She sells very unusual, like ornaments and lamps and things. Not the stuff you find in normal shops. She sells like bright green gorillas and things like that. And bright pink poodle tables. There's the seagull. Can hear it. Not the baby. It was very pale, what you had on. Very pastel. I've got the wool to do one in the Wicked. Everybody admired my Wicked one, so I was hoping if I made one, somebody would want one. But I haven't got around to it yet. Whenever I've got my Wicked one on, everybody loves it. Only needs one that wants to buy it. So I'm very avaricious. I'm not usually this bad, but I'm determined I'm going to get my money back to put in my account so I can die happily. Not that I plan on going for a bit. I can't. Who wants to live forever? Me, until I save my money up again. That is somebody wandering about. Probably next door. Just making sure it's not the bird. It sets me a little alarm off when it walks past. No, it's next door. Having a domestic. Oh dear. They're probably having a domestic on the driveway because they've got company. So they're not having a domestic in the house. Oh, I'll have to charge more for the wicked one, yeah. Well, the wicked one I had to buy, didn't I? It wasn't in stock, in stash. When I'm using up my stash, I can afford to let them go cheaper. But when I've had to buy in, like I bought the wicked, I mean, we're talking what? Six times 5? Yeah, it was 30 quid for the wool, so no way I'm selling it for 35. If they want it, they want it. Yeah, it was $4.99 a ball, wasn't it? And I got 6 of them. Doodly-doo. I got a new crochet book today, but I'll do a video on that. I'd forgotten I'd ordered it, actually. It's one of them you order in advance and then it arrives and you think, I don't remember ordering this. But it's one that you order and they haven't got them in stock. You know, they say, oh, they're going to be, you maybe order it in February or something. And it arrived and I'm thinking, when did I order this? Anyway, it's quite a normal one. If you know what I mean. It's not an outlandish one. I think that vintage knitting book will be coming your way, Val. I'm sure I've got it. I can't find it, but it looks familiar. I'm sure I've seen it. I'll have to have a look on my bookcase. I think I've got one already. When I was looking through it, I thought, this looks too familiar. You've bought this one before. But I've got so many books that when I'm looking for a specific one, it takes me ages. And then, the spines are all different ways. So you're going like that, and then you're going like that, reading them on the bookcase. So then you stop because you've gone dizzy because your neck's gone into a spasm. I don't know why they don't all put the spines the same way. Why they have to be that way and then that way and then that way. It used to be like that in the library, when you used to be reading in the library. You're like that with your head one way, then another way, then another way. Why can't they all agree to put all the spines one way? Too easy, I suppose. I'm reading a Richard Osman at the moment. One I haven't read before, actually. What's it called? Something or other? I don't know. Treasure or something. Gosh, it's close. It's going quite a good way. I'm still on my first ball of white. Even though it's supposed to be double knit. I don't think it says how many. It says 100 grams. It doesn't say how many yards on it. But it's supposed to be double knit, but that is not double knit. Look at that. It's chunky. Or a very thick Aran. Oh, I've got to the end of the first ball. Yoo-hoo! You've got an audio book by Frida McFarlane. I fall asleep with audio books. I'm terrible. I used to say they should invent a TV that stops when your eyes shut. For me, they should invent a audio book that stops when I get my eyes shut. Because I always nod off. And then I can't remember where I'm up to, and then I get annoyed because I can't be bothered going and looking where I was in the first place. So the number of books I've half read. Because I have no idea where I was up to when I fell asleep. Yeah, I should listen to them while I'm doing my crochet. Oh, hello, I started. But normally I'm doing my crochet when I'm watching them or listening to them. It's just giving birth. I have to use the middle of the ball. I cannot use the outside. It annoys me when I'm going, My friend does that. She's in the library and she's pulling the yards and yards and yards off her ball. And I feel like saying, just go from the middle. Oh, I was watching Yarn and Glitter on a podcast, and she was at the Southern Wool Show, and she was at Lindsay's stall, and she was going, oh, camel. She said, I've never felt camel wool before. And you could see Lindsay's hand coming out. Can't see Lindsay, just a hand. Then you heard Graham saying something, yeah. I don't go anywhere, Linda. I only go on the tram. And I can't go on the tram at the moment because it's stopping at Fisherman Walk. I don't know when it's going to start going again. I can't go to the library because I'm not walking all the way up. Well, not walking, not scooting all the way up Lord Street on my little scooter. I mean, I'd have to cross on the other side of the road anyway because they've shut the road off. I mean, people keep saying, oh, well, they should have it like, what do they call it? Pedestrianised, yeah. Hey, Nathan. I don't want it pedestrianised. I'd never get to the library then. I mean, they're saying, oh, well, there's buses that go to the market, but it's only buses go to the market on market days. And if anybody's a stranger or a holiday maker, they won't know. So it's bound to have affected the market trade. Or because this stupid person who owns that building that was on fire hasn't come forward to do anything about it. They should get fined heavily for causing all this disruption. It's bound to be some big conglomeration somewhere that doesn't want to open its purse, or they're not insured. I think it should be a criminal offence if they're not insured when it's a public building like that. The council's supposed to be stepping in to do something, but I don't know when. Putting scaffolding up. I mean, the shop next to it's been closed ever since, the Super Saver, whatever it's called. A lot of people rely on that shop that live locally. But they can't open until that building's been made safe. I mean, they've got rates to pay and I don't know what they're doing with the staff. But it's been closed weeks now. Just watch, as soon as I get back to the library, it'll start pouring down. And I won't be going anywhere. I've got to go to the doctor's on Monday, so that'll be a taxi. Because I can't get the tram. And I'm not going on my big scooter all the way up the seafront for an hour each way. And it won't be good because I've been really bad and I've been eating all sorts of things and I've put half a stone on. So it'll be, you have been a naughty girl, your bloods are terrible. Oh. So what are you all making? I'm showing you what I'm making, but nobody else is saying anything. You're probably all sat there with your feet up with a cup of tea or something stronger. Watching me whittle on you. Waffle on. Oh, that seagull's on top now. But I haven't heard the baby, so. YouTube's changed the commercials. You're making nothing. You lazy thing. Why has it changed the commercials? You stop getting the bra adverts now. It used to be Chris who used to get the bra adverts. The commercials on the bottom half. It could be worse, maybe. Could be worse. It could be the commercial all over the place. Let's see how many rows I've done. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've done 15. Shall I do the 20 and see how big it comes? Oh, that's no good if you can't hear me. You're working on your cotton sweater. Split screen you as well. It could be worse. You could not have me. Or is that a good thing? I don't watch many lives, so I don't know what happens when the commercial comes on. That any good, Mimi? You need my aunties for that. They were brilliant at lip reading. They used to speak to each other without speaking. As a kid, I couldn't understand. If they started talking about somebody or they started talking about women's problems, they would just talk to each other without saying a word, if you know what I mean. They'd just do the mime. Because they worked in the cotton mills, so they could understand each other at a distance. As a kid, I used to think, what's going on? Have I gone deaf? Yeah, brought up in a household full of deaf women, except they weren't. They just were talking about somebody that they didn't want me to know they were talking about. They'd be talking about the woman up the street or something like that. You know, she'd know better than she should be. You know, that kind of conversation. Did you notice the milkman came? He was in ages. His horse was outside for hours. Because I'm so old, I can remember a horse and cart bringing the milk. Take it out with me jug. Used to fill up a jug long before TT testing, tuberculosis, whatever it was, testing, TB. Before that, we used to have a horse that used to come and bring the milk in a churn. We used to go out, and we had a little doily with beads all around it because we didn't have a fridge. And used to put this doily thing on top. It was like linen with beads to stop it coming off. And you used to have to go and put it on there was a marble slab at the top of the cellar. That was the pantry. Because we didn't have a fridge back in the day. And that's where your milk used to go. But she used to go out and collect it from the milkman with his horse and cart, yeah. Good evening, Connie. You want the closed caption on me? I don't know whether there's any captions on or not. I don't do the voiceovers. I can't do them, to be quite truthful. I can't edit. I can't do voiceovers. I can't do, you know, if people cut kapow or they say, this is the pattern, I'll just put it here on the screen here. I can't do that. I can't do any of that. You remember the milkman, yeah? He used to come with his horse and cart, yeah. Well, it was a pony, I think, really. It was more like a little horse. He used to have big milk churns on the back. There was no such thing as all this dairy intolerance and skimmed milk. You got milk, and that was it. It came from the cow. You didn't get semi-skimmed and skimmed in them days. You just got milk. The only other kind of milk we used to get was Stera. That was sterilised milk that used to come. That people who didn't have a fridge used to buy because it used to last longer. It had a really peculiar taste, like it was burnt, scalded it was. My mum wouldn't buy it, yeah. The next time you can't do it. I was like, on Tuesday, I don't know what was wrong with me. Yeah, it was just milk, wasn't it? You didn't have all this fancy stuff. You go to the supermarket now, there's about 16 different kinds of milk, isn't there? What on earth would our grandparents have thought of that? Soya, rice, oat, almond, all this stuff. I mean, I've turned out to, yeah, use by dates. You sniffed it, didn't you? If it smelt off, it were off. But then we didn't buy in bulk any, you know. You only bought what you wanted for that day, didn't you? You didn't buy. The only thing you bought like in advance was kind of cheese or stuff. But you always had a lump of cheese. But you used to get it with a rind on it, didn't you? I remember saying to somebody, well, you know, when you were making anything like a cheese pie or that, you had mousetrap cheese. And everybody's going, what on earth is mousetrap cheese? I thought it's just mousetrap cheese. That's what I used to call it, mousetrap cheese. It was just, I suppose it was cheddar, but it was hard cheddar. Wasn't like all this commercial, that you cut that rubber into it. We used to buy cheese like off a big ring. You just asked for it and they cut it. You didn't get it all packaged up in plastic like you do now. And if it went a bit mouldy, you just cut that bit off, didn't you? But nothing ever seemed to go mouldy back then. I mean, if you got bacon, it used to be hanging up, didn't it? And they used to take it off and they used to cut it on a slicer. You could ask for it thin cut, thick cut. And then they used to hang it back up, but it never went mouldy. I mean, today you got to leave bacon for a second, you turn around, it's got fur growing on it. And it's the same with bread. Bread used to go hard and dry, but it didn't get mould on it like today's bread. You take your eye off it. I mean, me, if I buy bread, I don't use it all. When I come to look at it, it's got mould on it. And I'm like, God, I don't remember all this mould stuff when I was a kid. Nothing lasts. Vegetables, I mean, you used to keep vegetables for blooming weeks. Potatoes and stuff. But now you turn around and they've got eyes growing on them, haven't they? And you're like, when did that happen? You used to buy a sack of potatoes or a great big sack of onions. You went in the pantry and got some potatoes. They didn't grow eyes on them. We're all coddled these days, aren't we? We're led to believe that we're all going to die if we go past a sell-by date. Oh, we'll all die. I mean, I bought chicken from the supermarket that's in date. You've opened it and it stinks to high heaven. And you're like, what happened to that? I've only just bought it. Oh, we don't have that kind of bread. Maybe somebody said that gluten-free bread lasts longer, but I don't know. But it tastes like cardboard, so I accidentally bought some gluten-free stuff. Oh, it was gluten-free mince pies I actually bought by accident. Oh, God, they were awful. I'm glad to say I'm not gluten intolerant, thank God. That pastry's like cardboard. I feel sorry for anybody who has a gluten problem. I think I'm allergic to all the additives they're shoving things. I don't think I'm allergic to the actual whatever. It's all these preservatives and stuff and everything that they add into things. I think I'm allergic to that, not the actual food. Oh, you do. I mean, you bleach your chicken, don't you, and do all sorts of things like that. And wash the eggs. Our chickens are not bleached. I think you're germ phobic over there. And yet, look what happened, with that lettuce. Everybody was ill because I presume they hadn't washed the lettuce after they'd bought it. Yeah, I mean, the UK refused to have US chicken, didn't it? We refused to have it imported because of the bleach. Everything's got too many additives. That's why there's so many obese people. It's not that they scoff big, piles of food. It's just that what they're eating is pumped full of all sorts. I mean, I put weight on so easy if I, buy things that are processed. Yeah, well, it was very strange if everybody was ill, wasn't it? They don't tell us the truth about anything, Mimi. I don't mean just in the US, I mean everywhere. Cover up everything. I try not to eat processed, but you can't. You have to. Because everything you buy these days has been through some kind of a process. And you think you're buying all fresh, you're not. I do try hard. But I have to buy bread, so yeah. Oh, I know. You get a lot of water, don't you, comes out your bacon. If you fry it, it does that. If you grill it, it does that. The grill pan's full of water when you've grilled the bacon. As I say, it used to come off, you used to ask for it, didn't you? You used to reach it down and slice it for you on a bacon slicer. I bet no delicatessen or anything owns a bacon slicer anymore. It was the same with boiled ham. You didn't get it in a packet. There was a big ham or chicken or whatever, and they would put it on the slicer. Slice you how many slices you wanted. Corned beef used to come in a great big long thing like that, and they'd cut your slices off. Now it's all in a packet. I tell you, progress. And then they wonder why we've all got diseases. I mean, maybe the diseases were around when our grandparents were alive. Maybe they just didn't know it, but everybody's got something these days of either celiac, diabetic, whatever, or the worst, they've got the big C. Everybody's got something these days. I've never heard of so many unhealthy people. But people have got so used to ready stuff that, they're not going to go back to cooking it all from scratch again, are they? I try my best. But we all succumb to it, don't we? Like today, I went in Marks and Spencer's and I bought some chicken Kiev because I fancied it. And you read it and you think, oh, God, why did you buy that? What a load of rubbish is in that. All the additives, preservatives, God knows what. Even the breadcrumbs are full of all sorts, aren't they? Oh, dear. don't think they've seen a loaf of bread. Yeah, everybody's got that now. I mean, it must have been around known as a different name, but now everybody seems to have something. You're like, where's it all coming from? Is it something in the water? Are they poisoning us all? I don't know. Oh gosh, yeah. And if you read the label, I mean, you need really strong glasses, don't you, to read any kind of label. If you're in the supermarket and you wanted to read the label, say you're intolerant to something or other, you'd have to take your binoculars practically to read the labels. They're that tiny, aren't they? They do it on purpose, don't they, with everything teeny weeny weeny writing. Oh God, everybody's on some kind of spectrum. As far as I know, I'm not. If I am, I don't know it, and I don't want to know. I've got my oddities, but that's what I like to say, that they're just oddities. I wouldn't like to think that they were a disease of some description. We've all got our quirks and oddities, haven't we? We're all a little bit weird. I'm quite happy to be a little bit weird. Oh, crochet bolero patterns popped up on mine now. It looks like a string vest. I'm happy to be weird. I've always been a bit weird. My dad used to say I marched to a different drummer than everybody else. I am unique and I'm proud of it. I wouldn't like to be one of the herd. Some people are frightened to be a little bit different. Some people are scared to stand out. No, but we're just saying, Nathan, everybody seems to be on a spectrum. Everybody you speak to. No, I'm happily weird. Like I said, my dad said I marched to a different drummer than everybody else. And I'm quite happy to be like that. I don't think I'm normal, but then again, I've always been like this, so this is normal to me. Yeah. What is normal? Yeah. I think a lot of people are getting misdiagnosed as well, Nathan. I'm not saying you, I'm not guessing you, but a lot of people are being misdiagnosed, I think. It's so easy to throw a label on people, and I don't believe in putting labels on people. I don't want to be ordinary, no. I think ordinary's boring. Thankfully, I don't have any, well, I do have medication, obviously. It's not working if you're wondering. It's not working for the pain, but thankfully, I don't have any other kind of medication. Thankfully, I don't need it. Yeah, I've got my quirks. I think everybody does. I'd like to know who defines the word normal.
From cram.com. Dictionary.com defines normal as conforming to the standard or the common type. Usual, not abnormal. Regular, natural.
Who set her off? I never asked her a question. Yeah, it is overused, yeah, I think. As I say, as far as I know, I don't have it. But how do I know? I'm quite happy. Yeah, I'm just me as well. Yeah, Big Brother, I never even said its name. And he started talking to me. He started defining the word. No, I like being a little bit odd. I think it's what you call individual. I think that they try to knock that out of people. People are a little bit eccentric, I would say. I mean, to me, eccentricity isn't abnormal to me. If you're eccentric, that's just the way you're wired. I like to think I'm a little bit eccentric. It's just the way I'm wired. But I don't think I'm abnormal in any shape or form, yeah. Oh, this sort of goes off on one every now and again. This Alexa goes off on one every now and again. Makes you wonder if they're listening to me. Are you listening to me? Are you spying on me? You're getting me paranoid now. I used to live next to Prestwich Hospital for many years. It changed now. They've decommissioned most of it now. But when I lived there, it was huge, absolutely huge. But a lot of them had been in there for donkey's years, and it was nothing to do with their mental state. It was because they were either a Down syndrome person or they'd had a baby out of wedlock. And they got put in there by their parents, which would be considered quite normal behaviour now. I mean, thankfully, they don't shut Down syndrome away anymore now. Oh, they could be. If they're spying on me, they'd be very bored. Nothing much happens in this house, I tell you. Oh, dear. They'd nod off with boredom, me listening to me waffle on. I'm not exactly a scintillating conversationalist. I'm not even a good singer. Maybe I should sing more. That'd turn them off, wouldn't it? They wouldn't want to spy on me now. You want to talk to the cat? Well, I haven't even got a cat. I talk to the seagull. How much odder can you get having a conversation with a seagull? Perhaps they should put me away for being an oddity that talks to seagulls. I used to have long conversations with my dog. And he used to put his little head on one side. I say, it's not this side until the empty Buster, and he used to put his head on one side. He knew what I was talking about, did that dog? We had long conversations. And after Buster, it was Gigi. Gigi knew what I was talking about as well. I said, shall we do this? Shall we do that? And he used to put his little head on one side. And depending what his face used to say, we used to either do it or we didn't. He was a very good judge of character, was my dogs. What is going on here, Janet? You're trying to change colour and you're making a pig's ear of it. Wonder where that expression came from. You're making a pig's ear of it. You are making a pig's ear of that, Janet. Yeah, a lot of old sayings. Quite interesting, aren't they? You wonder where they come from, that your mother used to say to you. I never found out what chincoff was. My mother used to say, don't sit on that cold step, you'll get chincoff. And I've asked loads of people what chincoff is, and nobody knows what chincoff is. Other people said their mums used to say you get piles if you sit on a cold stone. No, I've never heard of it before. It's just my mother's saying. She was one for her weird sayings, was my mother. She did all the usual ones that mothers do. You know, you'll laugh on the other side of your face, you know, things like that. Yeah. All the usual sayings she used to do, but she had a few of her own. And who was Piffy? Stop sitting there like Piffy on a rock bun. Eh? What, Mum? Who's Piffy? And why is he sitting on a rock bun? You were told piles, I was told chincoff. What the heck chincoff was, I have no idea. But I never sat on steps because I didn't want to get chincoff. Yeah. And if you swallow bubble gum, your insides will stick together. Did you get told that? I swallowed some by accident once and I was terrified. I thought my insides were going to stick together. And don't eat bubble gum, it's made from horses' hooves. Eh? What, Mum? Oh, yeah. With me, it was eat your crust so you'll have curly hair. I don't want curly hair, Mum. And I didn't eat my crust because I've not got curly hair. Well, I have actually. I've got really curly hair. It just all drops out when it dries. So maybe I did eat my crusts when I was little. Yeah, my mum used to say if you swallowed it, it will stick, your insides will stick together. Oh dear. Chincoff was whooping cough, was it? Oh, well, I didn't think you got whooping cough from sitting on a cold step. Oh, gosh. I got whooping cough. Got it really bad. They were doing the road outside and they used to melt the tar in a brazier in the old days on a shovel. And my mum took me to sniff the brazier. Sniff the tar. I still love tar. Love tar to these days. I used to go out with a lad who drove a tarmac wagon. I loved it. Oh, I loved the smell of tar. Yeah, she hung me over the brazier to sniff the tar because I had whooping cough, yeah. And when you used to drive in the countryside and they'd been chucking manure on the fields, my mum used to say, breathe it in, it's good for your lungs. It stinks, Mum. How can breathing manure be good for your lungs? Breathe it in, it's good for your lungs. Oh dear. Maybe that's why I can't see in the dark. I don't like carrots. I love raw carrots. I love grated carrots, but I don't like half-cooked carrots. Al dente, do they call it? Al dente. I hate al dente vegetables. To me, they're half-cooked. No, I've got hay fever, but it's from trees, tree pollen. I love grass. I love cut grass. But tarmac is my favourite. And they're doing the roads, yeah, tarmac. Absolutely love it. No, I don't like cow pats. No. Makes me laugh when you get these like upper crust people who go mad when the police horses or something go past and they leave a load of poop in the road, yeah. They go mad. They're like, oh, the dogs, we have to pick up after the dogs. The horse owners should pick up after their horses. I'm like, you've over. We used to fight over it to put it on the garden, didn't we? When we was kids, used to run after the horses with a shovel. Yeah, it's supposed to be good for your tar. As I say, when I had whooping cough, my mother made me. Yeah, when my son had whooping cough, I had to take him to the top of I took him in Eaton Park to the top where the monument was, where it was no people around, so he could breathe the air. Oh, I love tar. It does, it clears your lungs, tar. Yeah. Now, you don't see it now, but when I was younger, it was hot weather. The tar used to melt. It was different what they use now. And I used to pick the tar and pick it up and be messing with it. And I used to go in and I'd have tar on my dress or I'd have tar on my knees or something. And my mother used to be scrubbing me with a scrubbing brush. And I don't know whether you've heard of Ajax or Vim. It's like powdered scouring stuff in a packet that you shake out. And she used to scrub my knees with this, Ajax. I used to use that on my son's feet, would you believe, when he was little, because he couldn't wear shoes. He was born with something wrong with his feet, so he had to be barefoot. And his little feet, honest to God, I couldn't get them clean. I used to be scrubbing them with a scrubbing brush to get his feet clean. Even though he was in the bath and he was soaking in. His feet used to be permanently black because he'd go around the garden and everywhere with no shoes on. Yeah, it cured him. He was born with his feet turning inwards. It has a name for it, not talipes or something. And they said if I didn't straighten his feet out. He had to do exercises every day. That he'd have to have an operation, and I didn't want him to have an operation. So we used to have to straighten his feet out. Or every time we did a nappy change, we had to straighten his feet out. Oh, he used to scream, poor little thing. And he couldn't wear shoes until he was 2. He had to be barefoot because of his ankles. But yeah, it cured it. I didn't want him having an operation. Nobody wants their baby having an operation to straighten his ankles out. There's something to do with it. He'd been squashed in the womb. His feet were squashed up. So it's no wonder he was squashed. I mean, he was £9.3 and nobody knew I was pregnant. I didn't have a big bump or anything. So he must have been really squished. I was expecting like a £5 because there was no such things as scans in those days. I wasn't expecting £9.3. My wool's all tangled up around itself. He still walks on the sides of his feet though now. He wears his shoes out on the sides, yeah, because he walks like that, not like that. But he was a funny little kid. He didn't walk, he used to bounce. He bounced when he walked, he didn't walk properly for ages. People used to say, why does he walk like that? Oh, no. It's just the way he walks, he used to bounce. Hey. I need a drink. Oh, I haven't took my meds again today. I hate taking pills. Does anybody else hate taking pills? I hate having to swallow loads of them. Everyone on a row. Hate it. Half of the time I don't take them. That's why I'm dreading this blood test. Because I know it's going to be bad because I don't take them. I think, oh, I'll take them in the morning. Yeah. Oh. Oh, ooh, ah, ah. Bing, bang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. What can I eat? What have I got in here that I can eat? Oh, Maltesers. Oh. Maltesers. I've got bat wings today. Oh. This chair. Oh. You should see the size of the thing I've got to take for me diabetes. What the size of them? They're like suppositories, aren't they? I've got to swallow them. And they stick halfway down. I swear they never used to be that big. Yeah, they're horrible, aren't they? I swear they never did used to be that big. Every time I get them, they go bigger. I'm sure they could condense it. I'm like, taking them. What are we on? We're on a Coca-Cola. We're on a This Is My Taste Coca-Cola. Is it really? Yeah, I've got to take 2 of them every day. Them diabetic-y things. Along with about another 10 other things as well. I've got Maltesers. It's a treat bag. Not much treat in that, is there? Share and enjoy. Couldn't share. God, you couldn't share them, could you? £1.69 for them. £1.69. I bet there's about 2 dozen Maltesers in that bag. Not that many. Look. Why do they have such a big bag? That's all there is. Oh, when you split them, you get the taste. Oh, I've tried, and they won't cut in half because they're that big. My pill splitter won't split them. But you get that powder taste when you split them in half. Oh, they need a coating on them. Oh, doctor's on Monday, yeah. I know there's me eating Maltesers and not taking my pills. My blood test got me chronic. I've had a lot of stress. Well, I have, haven't I? Me drain and that. It's been a stressful year. Good job I don't stay down for long, isn't it? I roll with the punches. I know I got really upset, but there's always a solution, isn't there? There's always a way around it. Anybody want a Malteser? I know you do, Malteser. But £1.69. Oh, I'm always an optimist. I get down. I'm not saying I don't get down. I've had times in my life when I've had some really bad knocks, you know. But thankfully I bounce. I don't stay down for long. It does. My physiotherapist I went to see said I had a remarkably good attitude towards my pain. Oh, thank you. Does that mean I don't whine? I wish I could say that these new painkillers are working, but they're not. I'm on oxycodone, which is supposed to be 2.5 times stronger than morphine, and it's not doing a thing. I've been taking them for about a month and a bit now. About 5 or 6 weeks I've been taking them, and they are not doing anything at all. I have as much pain if I take them as if I forget. Honest to God, I wish there was an answer, but there isn't. Short of cutting my leg as well, cutting my back off. I was trying to dress and undress Paris on a mannequin. Oh, God, that hurt me. She's like 6 foot tall, trying to get something over her head. So I did it for a while and I thought, oh, I can't carry on. Can't do this anymore. Yeah, mine's for midnight. Mine's in August, I think. Yeah, mine's sometime in August, but it says you'll get a call sometime. Let me think when mine is. No, mine's September. September the 14th. But that's not my appointment. And that was at midnight. Yeah, well, I applied before. No, Eric didn't get referred, did he? Right, oh, we're in August, aren't we now? I'm still on July here. I'm still on July. I'm on the... it's the one I got free with. Oh, well, I'm not going to Aldi. Right, I've got to change that. It's not there. It's Monday now. Diabetic. And I forgot what time it is. It's on my phone. I better look what time it is. On my phone. No, I queried that. Because I said, how could it be? Right, here we go. No, it's not that. That's the one that turned me down for... No, I don't. I want to read the message. Oh, God, hang on. I've lost my message now. Continue. I can't find it. I can't find what time I'm supposed to go. Oh, dear. I'm sure it's in my messages. Oh, no, he phoned me. I wrote it down. It's in the front room. I'll have to look. I just remembered now. They changed it, so he phoned me to change it. So it's not written down anywhere. No, I haven't got the app. I can't. Mine just says you've got no appointments when I look at my app. Let me know if you want to If you want to crochet DJ Tentacue. Every month's got a little animal on it. I just use the calendars. Right. Yep, we're on the 1st of August today, and I'm going on the 3rd. So that's that gone. I've got another appointment sometime in August. But it's not written on here. Ooh. No doubt I shall get a reminder. They usually send me at least 3 reminders that I've got an appointment. But I can't find it on my phone. I think it's 12 something. No, I can't find anything. You know, people say you can read the letters that you get on the NHS app. I can't read them. That was something else I was going to get. Sarah used to do all this for me when I used to go to the library on a Monday. But as soon as I don't go to the library on a Monday, I don't see her. And I didn't see her on Thursday because Kim's daughter was up from London and Sarah had only just come back from visiting her daughter in London. It comes here about how they get yarn about every couple of months, I think. I don't even go and have a look because I've got enough. Hello, whoever you are. Oh, give over. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Just go away. We're having a nice chat until you come and join us, so stop it. Just go away. How long are you going to carry on being a dick? Because I can just sit here all day. None of your business. Well, if he wants to prat about, let him prat about. I've got all night. As my friend would say, it's a scruffy little oik. Oh, God, honestly. If you're that bored, go and find something else to do. I'm not answering because you're an idiot. Hopefully I've moved him now. He's got in time out. 24 hours. Let's hope he's gone now. Chris has let me down. It's usually Chris or Nathan that gets rid of them. We've not had any idiots for a while, have we? Oh, I couldn't do that, me. I'd have to do one at once. It's like people who knit 2 sleeves at once, isn't it? I can't do that. It's like when people say they're stuck on Sleeve Island, and I'm like, I don't get stuck on Sleeve Island. I just knit one sleeve and then knit the other. Why do people not like sleeves? Oh God, he's back under a different bloody name. He's right numpty, isn't he? He's obviously very bored if he has to come and play because he's got nothing else to do with his time. I don't think I could do 2 things at once. It's like that. I can't use circular needles anyway, but them that use magic loop or something, whatever the heck that is. I always knit my socks on 4 needles. I'll stick to my crochet. Let's see how long it is before the idiot comes out with a different name. You wouldn't think that a channel about crafting had attract idiots, would you? But apparently it does. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. I better stop soon. It's going to have big baggy arms otherwise, this, isn't it? You know, because it's so much thicker than the ordinary double knit. It's going to be like a wide kimono sleeve otherwise if I carry on going. And I don't like that look. Other people might like that look, but I don't. Oh, you're a girl after my own heart, Mimi. I have to change the designs. I do far better when I'm not following a pattern. I mean, I've just bought a pattern from Cozy Rosie. But it's got 22 pages. And that's put me off starting it because I'm thinking I'm not printing out 22 pages. I always think it's some spotty little oik sitting there, fed up with the games. I just go in like that for a setting sleeve. And then when I'm doing the sleeves, I do a bit of shaping at the top like that to fit in. No, I don't. I usually do a straight shoulder. I usually adapt. I mean, when I was first starting doing things without a pattern, I used to put a sweater that fitted me on a table and crochet to fit that, you know, that shape. The first thing I ever made when I learned to crochet was a sweater. You know, other people do blankets or something boring. No, I did a sweater. 13 years of age, never crocheted in my life before, and I made a sweater. My niece's daughter's just learned to crochet, and she's freestyling everything, and I'm like, good on you, girl, yeah. If you're not sure, when you put the back down, cut a paper shape, you know, for the shape of the armhole and crochet around that. I'm only good at doing that with crocheting. I'm not very good at doing it with knitting. I don't really improvise much with knitting. Although I don't use modern patterns because they're always top down on a circular needle. Ah. I need to answer that lady that wants me to make her an extra large cardigan, and she lives in Canada. No. If it's crocheting, that's easy to do, but if it's knitting, I wouldn't know where to start. If the design's got armhole shaping, you know, like that, like I said, do a paper pattern on the shape. But if it's knitted, I really don't know. I just play it by ear and keep, you know, adjusting. Hiya, Chris. Yeah, I needed you early on. We had a numpty. And I thought, Chris is slow, booted him off. And you weren't here. So where have you been, Chris? Yeah, I could do the cardigan on straights, but I mean, the sweaters that are top down. Yeah, I'm not bothered. The fact that everybody's made the Whitmore cardigan means I don't want to do it. I'm funny like that, Linda. If everybody's making them, I don't want to do them. Even when I do these hexes, I've got to change them. It's been nice here. I won't say it's too hot. Oh, it's a cardigan that everybody and its dog have made. It's got like a pattern round the top, like a bit of a lacy pattern. They do a sweater and they do a cardigan, and every YouTuber's made one. Which, you know me, I like to be different. I don't want to look like that. No, it's knitted. Which is probably another reason why I won't do one. Oh, thank you, Chris. He said, got bat wings. It's a dress with bat wings. So I can be a bat tonight. Oh, you know me, second down rows. I won't buy anything new. I know. It's boring when you get stuck. I mean, I'm stuck in a rut with these blooming Exy cardigans, but I'm not making this for me. So hopefully whoever may buy this won't have loads of Hexy cardigans. It's like that sloppy thing that everybody's been making. It's in 4-ply. And it's on right big needles, and everybody's been doing them. And to me, they look sloppy and horrible. I think Jeanette's been making one forever. I don't know whether she finished it or not. But to me, knitting 4-ply on about a 5mm needle is not for me. That's a circular top-down thing. Yeah, Jeanette's just made one in red, hasn't she? I don't know whether she finished it or not. You're running out to pick your cherry tomato. Oh, yeah, we'll have some. Pick some for all of us, Mimi, while you're out there. I need to find out from Ruth tomorrow if she's bought any wool from the wool stall in Berry Market. I shall leave her a message. Oh. No, if it gets too big, it's going to have big floppy sleeves. Is it the ranunculus? Yeah, could be. It's done in 4-ply on about a 5mm needle. It's right big and slack and sloppy. It looks absolutely vile. You can drive a bus through the stitches. Right, let's have a see how many I've done and how big it is. Because if it's too big, it'll be too big, won't it? If you know what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now that might be big enough because I don't want it to be too big. Oh gosh, that sleeve's big, isn't it, already? I don't want to do 20. Oh yeah, that looks big to me. That sleeve's looking big. Big, big, big. If I was a big lady, would that be big enough for my arm? Oh, you can't see, can you? Oh, let's measure. I think you'd have to be a big lady to get arms as big as that. Or am I being... It measures 11. That is big, isn't it, for round an arm? 22 inches. That is too big. That would fit a big lady. That is way big. I'm stopping. I'm not doing any more. That's too big. If I go and do 20, it'll be baggy as anything. It's not so much the body being baggy, it's the fact that the arms will be baggy. And we don't want that. Right, that's that. That's one piece done. I'm no good with big hooks, decided. I don't crochet any quicker with a big hook. I crochet slower with a big hook. I mean, look at the width of that arm. Jeez. That is huge. I'll have to do something with that armpit. Don't know how big the... If you do it big enough for your bust, you finish up with arms like bat wings. That's the only thing I don't like about this pattern. It's measuring 11, so that's 22. So it's about 44, but it's got to be bigger than that because you've got to put the bits on. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. For all the big ladies that keep asking me, can you do one bigger? I've done one bigger. By accident, I've done one bigger. And would you believe I'm still on the first ball of the multicolour? I want to start that Frida Kahlo for me, but I know I won't. No, I'm not pulling any rows back. I'll make it for somebody big. People keep saying they want something big. Well, they're going to get something big. When I say it's 44, like they go, oh, well, fair. I'm bigger than that. One, two, three. Tra-la-la. I need to lose some weight. I've put some weight on and I don't like it. It's because I've been eating rubbish. That's what it is. Like these Maltesers that shouldn't be having. I've had some rubbish dinners lately. I haven't helped today by having Kievs that were full of rubbish. Get back to making something decent, Janet, to eat. Stop eating rubbish. I put weight on for fun. And I do not want to be that big I used to be again. I've got rid of all my big clothes anyway, so I can't be that big again. Yeah, that's still the first ball. I've still got some left on it. I could have done something else with them 4 balls, couldn't I? But still, I've used them now. Maybe I can do another one black, but using double knit this time, not chunky. I don't know what there is about big hooks, but I can't use them. I struggle. I'm much better. I wish it did, Val. I wish it did. You got a couple of peppers as well while you were out there. You can do ratatouille then. I love ratatouille. I haven't made any for absolutely ages. I've got some peppers actually. I could make some. I've got tomatoes, I've got peppers, I've got onions, I've got potatoes. Maybe I could make some ratatouille. I got some tin stuff once, but it wasn't the same. Probably full of additives. Ratatouille is a vegetable dish. It's got peppers, tomatoes, onions. I think it's got garlic, and I think it's got potatoes. I'm not sure. I shall look it up what it is, what ratatouille is. Well, I would if I could get it to work. My phone is so slow. Ratatouille is a traditional French vegetable stew from Provence. Go. Ratatouille recipe. Why have it gone to Beatrice Potter? Eggplant, that's... What do we call that? Zucchini. Oh yeah, yeah. Eggplant, that's that purple thing. What do we call them? We call them eggplants, do we? Zucchini, we don't call it a zucchini, we call it courgette. Courgette is peppers and tomatoes. Yeah, that's it. Aubergine, that's what it is. Aubergine, courgettes, peppers, onions, garlic, and tomatoes. Aubergine, yeah. Yeah, it's eaten hot. Yeah, I like ratatouille. You could almost eat it on its own as a meal, couldn't you? But usually it's used as a veg, yeah. A rustic vegetable stew from the south of France, made with fresh summer harvest crops like aubergine, courgettes, peppers, onions, garlic, and tomatoes. Cooked with olive oil and herbs. Don't put the herbs in. Thyme and basil. Or basil if you're in America. No, I haven't got the aubergine and the courgettes. So I can't make it today. But there's a thing to do. If I could buy, next time I'm in the shop, I could buy some aubergine. Oh, I don't even know what that is, Chris. It sounds exotic, whatever it might be. I started thinking of yarning, but every time I look up, I've got the mannequin in the conservatory. It's like a bald woman standing there. I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it, Chris. Sounds Greek. I ate Greek dishes when I went to Skiathos. I don't think you should go abroad if you're not going to try the local delicacies, you know. You get people who go abroad and they look for restaurants that sell egg and chips, don't they? I like to try, you know, the dishes from wherever I am, yeah. My favourite when I was in Greece was lamb kofta, whatever, kofta. I don't know, it's lamb anyway. Oh, it sounds nice, that. Spinach with feta and onions, yeah. Did you make it or buy it? Or the ratatouille? Yeah, I'm sure there's some recipes who've got potatoes in. Maybe I'm wrong. But I can't make it because I haven't got an aubergine and I haven't got any courgettes. Oh, you bought it. I've just got to say you're very good if you do phyllo pastry. Phyllo pastry is an art form. It's about the thickness of a newspaper, isn't it? Yeah. No, we don't have anything like that over here. Well, we don't have a Trader Joe's, do we? I was watching that lady who lives in that cottage. I think she's called a little boho cottage. She lives in Maine somewhere. And she's vegetarian. And she was buying something from Trader Joe's. I don't know what they were. They're like a black pea dish thing she was making. It didn't look very appetizing. I don't think there's many, type Italian shops and shops around here that do anything a bit unusual. Sometimes places like Lidl have an Italian or a Greek week or something. But by and large, it's a bit difficult to get anything unusual. There's no delicatessens around here. I'm used to having a delicatessen where you can buy all sort of weirdy kind of meats and things. I mean, the places kind of gear their things to whoever lives near. Well, I lived in a Jewish and Polish area when I lived in Prestwich. So our Tesco's and places like that had different foods than kind of what they do here. I mean, if they did in here, they probably wouldn't sell them, so. I miss bagels, because nothing nicer than a proper Jewish bagel. I don't mean the bagels you get in the supermarket, they're rubbish. Especially those New York bagels that they sell in a packet in the supermarket. God, it's like chewing I don't know what. How they can call themselves a bagel, I don't know. No self-respecting Jewish person would eat them. No, I say I miss the Jewish bakery. And I think it was our Lidl. What was near down the bottom? Can't remember if my nearest one was a Lidl or an Aldi. But we had them both close by. And they used to do a lot of continental meats and different things like that. I don't know whether they don't seem to do it around here. Again, they cater to whoever buys. They alter from store to store. Because I once went down near Moss Side, Alexander Park area, and the Asda there had a whole range of like plantain and stuff like that you never get in a local. I mean, I did ask the manager one time, and he said, "Oh, we change it whoever our our customers are." As I was saying, there was a huge Polish community in Prestwich, so our Aldi and Lidl used to cater to them as well. And there was a whole aisle in Tesco's that was like all continental stuff. No, we don't get Trader Joe's over here. I've got a bag that's got Trader Joe on it. Somebody sent me something from America one time, and it was all wrapped up in this Trader Joe bag, like a tote bag. So I've got a Trader Joe bag, even though I've never been to Trader Joe's. Now I have to go to the post office today, so I nipped in Marx's. Shouldn't have gone in Marx's, but I went in Marx's. I've got absolutely shed loads of food, so why I went in Marx's, I don't know. Allegedly, it was to buy a sandwich for my lunch because I went out without my breakfast. I had my shower, got dressed, and then I went to the post office before it closed. So I hadn't had my breakfast, so it's fatal when you go shopping when you haven't eaten, because you buy far more than what you intend to do. But I didn't have any bacon left, so that was my excuse. I like my bacon on a Sunday. Not bothered about it any other day of the week, but I like my bacon and egg on a Sunday. And also they sell bread. My corner shop that's not a corner only ever does toasty bread. I don't want thick bread. I said to her, "Do you never do ordinary bread?" She said, "Now and again. Everything they have is toasty bread." Maybe that's what they sell. I don't know. Maybe I'm the odd one out not wanting toasty bread. Well, I went in the other day. They didn't have anything. Then they had a sourdough one. Oh, I didn't like it. Whether it was like a rock hard. I think they'd had it too long. I'm not into all this sourdough stuff. I don't know whether you are or not. Everybody's mad on sourdough bread and sourdough this, that, and the other. I'm not keen. I don't like bread with all the seeds in and stuff. Oh, I once bought some German bread. It's like black bread. It's like eating a slice of dog biscuits. It's rock hard. Oh, this was really like it was stale when I bought it. I don't know whether it goes off really quick. It was in date according to the package, but I like my bread to be a bit softer than that. But that German black bread, it was rock hard. It was like eating a crisp bread. And I've got a friend and I spoke to her and she went, oh, I love it. I went, "Ugh. No, I have not got the teeth for it." And I don't like the bread with bits in. My dad used to call it sweepings up off the floor. When they spilled all the grain off the floor, he said they sweep it up and stick it in that bread. So I can't eat it now because I keep thinking it's sweepings up off the floor. Not that I like it. And I don't like malt bread. Oh, God, I do not like malt bread. And Marks and Spencer's, all of the... is it Tesco? One of the supermarkets, all their bread is on malted bread, all the sandwiches. Malted bread. Ick. To me, malted bread just swamps the taste of it, swamps your sandwich. You know, it doesn't matter what you put on your sandwich, all you can taste is the malt in the bread. You could be eating cardboard in between. I don't like seeded bread either, it gets in your teeth. I used to buy seeded bagels though, they were nice, from the Jewish shop. I mean, would you believe Cleveland's doesn't even have a Greggs? That's how bad it is round here. We don't even have a Greggs. I don't think Fleetwood did either. Places that don't have a Greggs, come off it. Everybody has a Greggs. Oh, I'm not doing too bad. It's 11:30. I've started yawning. I was going to finish my craft room off, but I was expecting my friend to come round. She didn't come. I mean, I should have known when she didn't come at 2:00 that she wasn't coming. Or she hadn't messaged me to say she was coming. So I could have got on with the spare room, but instead I didn't. I can actually get to the knitting machine now. But I will be doing my sewing. I've got about 4 dresses to shorten. So I need to get to my sewing machine first. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness me. Started on the other piece. Do you know it's only going to use about 2 balls of this ice yarn, and I've got 4. So that means I've got 2 left now. Maybe I can do a shawl or something. Sorry. Sorry, Lacey. Having a big yawn and then I'm asking you a question. I'm doing a hexagon jacket. Not a hexagon jacket. I'm on the second piece. I've just finished one piece. Ooh. Ooh. I've just finished one side. That's what I'm doing. It's multicoloured wool. Multicoloured wool. It's yellow on that side, isn't it? Yeah. That side's come out more oranges and blues, and that side's come out more yellows and all the different colours. I'll have to try and make that the front. No, I think I might manage it for the next 25 minutes before I fall asleep, yeah. I think I might manage it. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll try and finish that room off, then I can get that machine put together, maybe. I keep looking at it, scratching my head. It's ice yarn. I've had it a while, though. I think they still do it, though. It's ice, called Magic Light ice yarn. I'm crocheting things up that I've got in my stash. Trying to work through my stash. I might be a while. I've got quite a big stash. Maybe sometime. Oh, oh dear, Val. I don't buy it anymore. This is all what I've had in stash. As you say, the shipping costs just awful now. It's the same with anything that comes. I used to buy Hobie and Hobium, but I haven't bought any of it from abroad for a long time now. I stick to buying what I can buy in the UK. If I need to buy any more, which I usually do, because I've either not got the right colour or something. It's normally whites and blacks I buy a lot of. The naked sheet was open again. She must have been shut in the middle of the week. I saw it when I went past that it was open. I did buy some yarn for myself, but I'm not crocheting for myself at the moment, so that's gone on ice until I get around to it. I want to make that Frida Kahlo jacket for myself, but I couldn't make it to sell. It would cost me far too much, you know, for the actual yarn. Because it's Aran and there's about 8-9 colours in it. So if you work out, it's like almost £3 a ball. So I just couldn't make it to sell it. So I did get a gift voucher for that from a friend, so she treated me to that wool. I don't know, it's Stylecraft, is it? Did I buy? Might have been Stylecraft Aran I bought. Because the yarn that you're supposed to use for the Frida Kahlo jacket's been discontinued. So I had to just choose the nearest colours I could to the ones that are on the pattern. It used to be a free pattern, I don't know if it still is. I crocheted the poncho. That was in chunk. It was big, roses and flowers. I think that went to America. The person who bought that. I want to make a poncho, but not a pointy poncho. I want to make one of those like rectangles, you know, where you put your head on it, yeah. Head through it, not on it. But I don't know whether I've got the patience with all those stitches. I get bored very easily when I'm going across massive rows. I once crocheted my sister-in-law, Ruana. It was absolutely lovely when it was done. It was all patterned and everything. I don't think I kept the pattern because I vowed I wouldn't make it again. But it was beautiful when it was done, but it took me forever. But it was a Christmas present, so I persevered and made it. But once again, it took that much wool that you couldn't even make it to sell it because people just don't appreciate how much wool's gone into it. It's like the Frida Kahlo. I mean, say it's 9 balls. No, it was 9 colours and one of them's 3 colours, so it's like 12 balls, I think. And it's cost at least £3 a ball. So you're talking £36 just for the wool to make it. So I know full well I'd never sell it because I'm not making it for nothing. There's a lot of work involved in it. I mean, you don't use all of the ball, but there isn't enough left on the ball to make 2 cardigans, if you know what I mean. You know, if you bought the main colour again. The shipping costs are terrible. I mean, I stopped going on Etsy. Part of it was when I first stopped going on was because the shipping cost to America cost so much. But then I stopped going on because Etsy started charging too much commission. They were getting more commission than I was getting for crocheting the thing. So I thought, this is stupid. I'm working for them. I think they took 42% off me. You just can't do it. And it's all right saying put the price of your stuff up, but then A, you wouldn't sell it. But the more you put the price of your stuff up, the more commission they take off you anyway. They're taking 42%. So loads of people have left Etsy and I don't blame them. But you see, America used to be my best selling place. But the lady who wants me to make something for her, I'm going to say no because she's in Canada. So I can't make it because I can't send it over there. Not that I would be making it anyway because she's seen the price of the one I was making with what I got in the stash. And the colours she wants, I'd have to buy them. So no, it would have to be twice that price. So I'm not doing it anyway. Can you imagine twice that price and then a load of postage? You know, it could be ranging up to 100 quid before you finished. So I shall say no thank you to her. Please get somebody local. Well, this is what's causing it with me. It's not, A, it's the postage. It's Etsy's commission, and then Trump's put the tariffs on. So, you know, I cannot compete with the, you know, the American crocheters. Because a lot of your yarn is far cheaper than what it is over here. You know, your red hearts and things like that. So much cheaper than we can buy stuff here. I mean, I used to like the Karen Simply Soft, but to get that now is really expensive over here. Politicians have to mess with everything, don't they? Our lot are as bad as your lot, so I'm not calling anybody politicians because our own are no better. So I never call other people's politicians. It's like pot calling kettle black, won't it? Yeah, I know Ephraim used to buy a lot from Wool Warehouse. But I bet well, I don't know whether he's still knitting, but he used to love getting his wool from Wool Warehouse. Because they used to ship abroad and everything. I don't know how people are managing. I mean, like Tracy Crochet Rocks, she used to post abroad. You know, from her wool shop, online wool shop, but I don't know if she still does or not. Well, this is why I got fed up of going to these wool fairs. Because, you know, it's all this hand-dyed yarn stuff. It's all right. I mean, A, I can't afford it, but B, I wouldn't want to pay £22 for a skein of yarn to use for a pair of socks. You know, I'd rather pay the commercial price for a pair of socks. That's dear enough. You know, the opal and all of that, yeah. No, when I went to that one in Blackpool, I didn't see many people with carrier bags full of wool. If you treat yourself to one, I used to always treat myself to one skein. Yeah, I've got about 5 of these one skeins in my stash because it's too nice to just use for socks. And you know, you're thinking, what else can I make with it? I don't want a hat because I made myself a hat with you know, hand-dyed yarn one time. It was too thin. The wind just blew through it. Took me ages to do it all because it was like 4-ply or finger weaver in America. Took me ages to knit this hat, and then when I put it on, the wind blew right through it. My ears were freezing. I thought, this is a waste of time. Obviously don't cater for the gale force winds we get on the seafront. I tend not to wear hand knitted or hand crocheted hats for that reason, because the wind goes straight through the holes. I used to wear hand-knitted hats all the time. But then I didn't have a sea breeze to contend with, or a sea wind I could call it, not a breeze. A breeze is light, isn't it, and fluffy. A sea wind is what blows your hat off your head. The thing with hand-dyed yarn as well, maybe, is if you're making a sweater or anything, you've got to alternate every 2 rows, because you can't knit one skein and then join another skein, because when they're hand-dyed, they all vary. So you finish up with like half of it looks like you've got a different dye lot. I once made a mermaid shawl for a friend, and she gave me these 3 balls of hand-dyed yarn. But she gave them me one at once, if you're with me. So I crocheted the first one up and waited while she gave me the second one. And then waited while she gave me the third one, and it just, every one was a completely different colour. So I was really upset about this shawl because it looked tatty. You know, it was like a big patch, a big patch, a big patch. But she didn't give me the 2 balls at once, so I could have alternated them. She just, I suppose she bought the one ball at one hank at a time that she could afford, yeah. They were vastly different. They weren't even just near each other. Yeah, we've got King Cole, we've got Stylecraft, Payto, Serdar, Hayfield, Signet, James C. Brett. We've got quite a lot of yarns over here. But we don't have your 4 weight. We've nothing that's a 4 weight. With us, it goes double knit, then Aran. And it's the same with sport weight. We've no idea what sport weight is. We just have like 2-ply, 3-ply, 4-ply, double knit, Aran, chunky, super chunky. We don't have any of this 4 weight and not fingering. We have fingering ours, which is 4-ply. But we don't have a sport weight, as far as I know. So when you're getting some patterns from America, you're thinking, what on earth can I use this for? Because even the red heart that they have in America, it's nothing like what we've got over here. It's not double knitting and it's not Aran. That's the only problem with me buying American books. You have to guess. They might have 8-ply in Australia. We don't have it here. It's very difficult to use an American pattern to find the equivalent in England. It's not. That's the trouble, Chris. You buy this hand-dyed stuff, you put your feet in a pair of socks, and if you've got long toenails, you just put your toenails straight through the end of it. I found that out when I was wearing a pair of boots when I could walk. And my toenails must have been a little bit long. And they just cut their way through the toes of these very expensive hand-dyed, hand-knitted socks. So they don't last 2 minutes now. My mum used to always run cotton sewing thread through the heels and the toes, and she knitted socks, you know, to give them some wearability. And that, they weren't cashmere and all that, it was just ordinary wool from a sheep. But they still wore out on the toes. People who have these hand-knitted socks in all this expensive wool, they must be very light on their feet. That's all I can say. I'd have a hole in them in 5 minutes. I've got about 3 or 4 skeins not used yet, but I won't make socks with them. It's too good for socks. Just go to a charity shop, Chris. You'll get all the hand crocheted throws and that you want for about $5. You could cry when you watch these thrifting videos. People who've spent all their time and effort making throws and that, and they all finish up in the charity shops. As I always say, if you're making a throw for somebody, check they like the colour and check they actually want one. Too many people just make throws and that in what colour they want, not taking into consideration that the person that they're making it for might have a colour scheme. Just because you like purple and orange doesn't mean to say if somebody's a beige person, they don't want the purple and orange throw. Yeah, that's one reason why I would never. I don't make a blanket anyway, but I would never make one unless I knew somebody actually wanted it and wanted that colour. No, the only thing I've ever made has been like babies, pram rug things. Somebody asked me one time, how much would you charge to make a queen size bed, bedspread? I said, nothing. I said, because I wouldn't do one. I said the same thing. If you want one of them, go to the charity shop. There'll be loads. But you won't get anybody to make you one for that kind of price. That little boho cottage woman that lives in Maine, she goes in all these thrift shops. And she finds all these blankets and that, crochet blankets like for $5 and that. When you think somebody's sat and made them, probably $50, $60 worth of wool. And the person that they made it for doesn't like it and just chucks it in the charity shop. It tickles me. I watch Amora and she finds this yarn and she always says the same thing. To make a lovely scarf. And I'm thinking, how many flipping scarves do you have? She must have more scarves than I've got cardigans. Yeah, I've made it to midnight without dropping asleep. And I've started on my second piece. This one will be a completely different colour than the others, but it's just the way. The other one started off with all the yellows and the oranges. This one started off, and I'm still on the first ball, would you believe? What am I doing with this? What are you doing, Janet? You folded it all the wrong way. Something has gone drastically wrong with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are you doing? Something's gone wrong with this. I'm going to have to pull this back. Not concentrating. I think I've got 7 sides instead of 6. 1, 2, 3, Oh, yeah, I've got 7 sides instead of 6. So this one's going to have to come back. I don't know how come I managed that. Not concentrating, obviously. I started off with 6 and somehow or another I finished up with 7. I went wrong on my second row. Good job I noticed before I got any further, isn't it? It was when I joined on the second one, I went into a space that wasn't a space. If you know what I mean. I was right when I started off. But not concentrating. I put a corner in when I shouldn't have done one. Easily done. She said, easily done. It's just when I folded it up, then I thought, that's not right. I know there was a lady put something on Facebook. She said, this doesn't look like a hexagon. And she'd done the same thing. She put 7 instead of 6. Or a lot of people do 5. Right, good night, Val. I'm going myself in a minute. I'm just unravelling this before I get tempted to carry on with it in the tomorrow when it's wrong. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's definitely 7. Making it harder for myself, aren't you? Aren't I? Putting 7 sides when I only needed 6. So my last half hour's worth work was wasted. Right, let's get back to the real McCoy. All this having to come back. Yeah, I was right at the beginning. That's where I went wrong, on the second row. I put a space where I shouldn't have done. Right, I pulled it back now. So good night, everybody. That's where I went wrong. At least I didn't finish it and find out we're wrong, did I? That would have been even more maddening. I love it when people put pictures up of things where they've gone wrong and they'll say, I've gone wrong here, will anybody notice? And you're like, yeah, people will notice. You have gone wrong. That is where I went wrong. There is where I went wrong. Yeah, I started off with 6. But that's when I went wrong, is there. I went into a space that wasn't there. Silly me. Silly me. Right, thanks, Chris. Bye, Nathan. Right, I'm back to 6 again. I went in there when it wasn't a space. Silly me. Now I've got a load of spaghetti all over the floor. Ready for tomorrow morning. Righty-ho, I shall see you all very soon. So thank you all for keeping me company. Thanks for the thumbs up. And bye for now, and I will see you all very soon. Bye now.